guys, welcome to the channel, and today I'm gonna make a new recommendation, and this recommendation it's my favorite movie ever. I'm gonna just not gonna talk just about the second, but I'm gonna talk about the first movie too. It's Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Terminator 2 is my favorite movie ever, but the first one is on the top list too, and I cannot separate both movie because it's the vision of James Cameron who made the two first movie. For that, I'm not gonna go around the other movie. Maybe briefly, at least the one I like, but that's it. What is Terminator about? So, movie from '84, the first one made by James Cameron. Uh, it's like a B series. It's not like a high budget movie, and you can see already all the talent of James Cameron. He had such a vision, and the way he explain his concept and the story, it's just perfect. The rhythm, everything. So we are following Sarah Connor, which it's a normal woman having a normal life, and suddenly a cyborg, an android, tried to kill her. She doesn't know why. She doesn't know he looks like a human, so she have no idea. She just think he's like just like a killer. The movie is like a slasher. It's very like a slasher from like Halloween or Scream, a movie like that, or like Freddy Krueger, like Nightmare on Elm Street. It had this kind of vibe, like scary, but it goes more and more sci-fi. Why the movie is going forward. So, but they have this little touch, a little bit more scary action, sci-fi, and yeah, the story is like she tried to survive, and they send this guy from the future telling her that in the future she's gonna give birth to the leader of the resistance against the machine. That's why the Terminator tried to kill her, and this soldier who is have been sent by his son try to save her life, try to save her against the Terminator. Very tough mission for sure. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is just amazing on this role. I think he made like a perfect bad guy cyborg. Like the role is written for him. That's for sure. What a charisma! What a presence on the camera. So it's a it's a masterpiece. I cannot say too much about it. The rhythm is perfect. The story is amazing. Uh, the stories about travel on the time and everything. It was something that we even in the past before the '80s is something that was not new. But the way Cameron come with this new concept and the machine, the future, and this machine who looks like a human being, but under have an endoskeleton. Look, it's like a robot inside. It's just, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. So for me, it's one of the best movies of all time. Like I said, the cut, the rhythm, and also the music. It's just so iconic and something unforgettable. So the first Terminator masterpiece, must watch. I cannot say too much more about it. But the Terminator 2, some people will say that they prefer the first one, but in general, the people say, yeah, Terminator 2 is the best movie. So it's a few years later with John Connor when he's a kid. So like he was not born in the beginning of Terminator because the Terminator was trying to kill her mom before she gave birth, but they succeed. So he's here 10 years later, but the machine, they try to send her another Terminator to kill her, to kill him, sorry. And it's a T-1000, it's not a T-100, 800 anymore, or T-101, like Schwarzenegger in the first movie. So it's way more complex and perfectionate. It's a metal liquid, and it can go everywhere. It can take the appearance of any people. It's just the idea of this boss is just amazing. It's just perfect. What an idea to create a boss like that, an antagonist who is a cyborg, is a machine, but he's liquid. He can be literally you know uh, like water, and go everywhere under the door and everything. He's also kind of the idea I would say is like a bit like also like a slasher because it can be very scary too. But the movie is definitely more sci-fi. So they send those Terminator to protect John. That's the twist is very cool because in the before they launched the movie, they didn't know that Schwarzenegger would be the good guy, the protector in this movie, and that the other guy who's dressed like a cop, that's the enemy. And the movie is just, I think, in my opinion, I'm not going to talk just about the action after, but the main thing that I love about the movie is also the message, like about human destructing themselves. You have kind of this the vibe of the end of the world and how kind of the sadness. Even the theme of Terminator change made by John Williams this time, and it sounds like more like the end of the world, more a bit more sad, a bit more dramatic. When the first time was very robotic and straight to the point and sharp, which I love too, both. But this one have a bit of sadness and a hope too, but I really love the message in the movie how the human destroy themselves, and maybe a robot can understand humans maybe more than the humans understand themselves. They know what they do with themselves. That's an amazing message. So the Schwarzenegger is perfect. Linda Hamilton even better than in the first movie. She had like the training. She had different characters. She's a tough woman, and you can believe that. You can believe because she survived the first Terminator and she wanted to protect her son. So she became almost like a soldier to protect her son and try to eventually save the world too. Everybody thinks she's crazy. Her role is just perfect, and yeah, that's a chase, a bit like the first one too. Let's say that it's pretty similar. oh, It's pretty similar, like when you compare both movie, but it's multiplicated. Like the budget was an enormous budget. Back then it was on the movie. They launched the movie in 91, but between 89 and 90, that was a very very big budget at the time. That was a blockbuster this time. So James Cameron could go through his vision and make more. Like for example, this liquid character would have been impossible to make in '84. That's for sure. So great story. The action is just, I don't know. The music, it's perfect. If I'm talking more about the action, we have some scene like an helicopter going under the bridge. That's have been made in real. You have a bike going through a building, and the character with the T-1000 hanging on the helicopter. You have Schwarzenegger with the big machine gun destroying all the car cops. It's just I never saw, I think, a movie with as much impact on the action. It's heavy. It punch. It punch you. Those two robots. They are heavy. They are dangerous. They are violent. You can feel the impact. The action is a real action. You don't have too much. We were in '91. You don't have too much green screen. For example, it's a mix between special effects but also makeup. In that time, they had Stan Winston in the team who made like Predator and some the dinosaur from Jurassic Park 2. He was very good making makeups. He participated on the first Terminator 2 also. So a lot of makeup mixed with CGI, but not too much. When you have a truck falling down on the ground, you really have the sensation of a truck really like crushing on the ground. You have the impact. It's The movie doesn't lie. Okay, a lot of practical effect, and I love about it. It's something that I love about it and about this movie. So yeah, not too much to say. Just watch it. The message is great. The actors are great. Special effects are even now. It's a movie from '91. They looks amazing. Like I said, the idea to mix effects plus makeup goes very well. They made the same for Jurassic Park back then, 2 years after in '93. Works very good. All CGA get all those kind of thing get all pretty fast in general. And also, of course, when it's 100% makeup, sometimes it can be a little bit I don't know, maybe a little bit kitsch sometimes. That's not the case at all. The movie looks amazing. They had a remaster too, so go for it. Terminator by James Cameron, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, best movie ever for me. Totally recommended. They are a masterpiece of the cinema. Um, it's just not just one of the best sci-fi movie, but it's also one of the best action movie. So if you like both, you can combine them, and you'll be very happy. I'm telling you. About the other sequel, Terminator 3, I like. I have to say, by Jonathan Mostow, I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't count them because they are not from the vision of James Cameron, but Terminator 3, I enjoyed to watch. I was in LA this summer and I rewatched it. I thought it was pretty cool. Salvation is nice too. I expect uh, I expected more in the past when I the first time watched the movie. It was 2009, but it's good. You can enjoy it. Terminator Genesis, I don't even want to talk about it. It's very bad. It's very bad. And Dark Fates is I like some stuff. I think Schwarzenegger is very cool in the role, and you have good stuff like the ending and everything. I think it's pretty cool, but too much feminism forced there. And it, I don't know, this character, the girl, that's the new John Connor. I don't believe it 1 second. And anyway, she doesn't have, I think, too much talent, or they had a poor writing for her character. Anyway, she don't have one. I don't know, so far from the charisma of Edward Furlong, even when he was kid, I could very believe that he would become John Connor in the future. So yeah, I will not count them as essential to watch. If you want to enjoy a bit, you can watch Terminator 3, but the first one, that that's just the masterpiece, and the second one is beyond the masterpiece. Let's say they are both, but if you like a little bit more dark, scary, you might like the first one better than if you really like blockbuster, perfect blockbuster, and with a good message on it. You can watch Terminator 2 and you will love it. So that was my recommendation for today. Terminator 1, Terminator, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.